start with you, just an opening statement on the game.
Trevor didn't send the memo out that we were supposed to wear our holiday sweaters, but that's okay. No, I thought it was our best effort of the year. It was a complete game at both ends, and we fought really hard. And certainly there were some mistakes in there, but they were all mistakes of aggression. But it was our best defensive game for sure. And I just love that we were able to sustain the offensive effort and keep putting pressure on them the whole game, both on the glass and the way we ran in transition. And led to good results. So really balanced effort, a lot of assists, and just a quality effort all around.
Trevor, for you, you guys have had some games where there were slow starts and you had to do a lot of your work in the second half. Today you guys set the tone with a 19-0 run right off the bat early in the game. Just talk about what that does for your confidence as a team and how it sets the tone for the rest of the game.
Yeah, I mean, it was a big focus from yesterday's game where we played pretty poorly in the first half to this game. It was basically night and day, and I don't think there's been a game where we've had as good a start as we had in this game. So I think it was just a point of emphasis. Coach made sure that we were locked in early. We didn't have a great focus yesterday, and it really showed. I mean, we were passing the ball was moving, we were getting stops defensively. So I mean, when we get stops defensively, it allows us to play the way we want to play, out in space and running and chucking up threes, so it was much better.
Isaac had a team high 14 tonight. Congrats on that. But I know you take a lot of pride in the defensive end. You guys have the team held them to 27% shooting, 15% from three for the game. When you hear numbers like that, especially when you guys got out to the big lead and didn't let your foot off the gas at all, how does that make you feel?
Yeah, it's definitely encouraging to see a little bit of progress, and then what Trevor said about like the first half yesterday was a poor defensive performance for us. So to be able to put 40 minutes together was huge, I think, and a big step for us. So we got to continue to move forward based on that, but it's definitely encouraging.
Questions?
Coach has preached that this team's got to play good defense. It gets you into the running game. And the offense for you, I mean, it fits you perfectly because you want to get out and push the ball and run. And the way you and Mac kind of set the tone defensively, it almost looks like it gets you guys into that almost hyperdrive mode. Is that kind of what you want to accomplish on defense?
Yeah, I think, Mac, for starters, is an amazing athlete, amazing defender, and it really starts with him at that end. I just try to, whenever I'm playing defense, I just try to be like Mac, honestly. Maybe not as, not totally like Mac, but he inspires me. So, that Mac and, him being able to kind of be our leader on defense is huge. And, he's amazing in transition as well. So, yeah.
Trevor, you also kind of, you got some breakaways, you got some dunks tonight, and especially with the students, they wanted something to, kind of get crazy about. So you kind of got them into it, and it looked like that also kind of helped fuel this team when the crowd really got into the game.
Yeah, I mean, basketball's an emotional game, and when there's a high effort play or a cool play, I mean, it helps boost the morale. I mean, kind of got a little bit of a weight off my shoulders. I think I had like 4 turnovers up until that point, so I think it loosened me up a little bit and just allowed me to settle in a little bit more. But I mean, Mac stealing the ball and creating fast breaks. I mean, there's just high energy plays that it's technically only 2 points, but the momentum shift is something that can't be shown in the box score, but is important.
And Trevor, for you, probably practicing every day against JP and Eric. Just talk about getting those guys in at the end of the game, how fun it is watching them, and then maybe JP's dunk at the end of the game or the 10th.
I mean, it's always awesome to see younger guys. I mean, Austin, Eric, and JP come in because I mean they work so hard. And I mean, they're as valuable as anyone on the team. They give us looks throughout the week, and seeing them being able to come off and play and get a dunk attempt, even though we're going to give JP a little grief about that, him getting blocked. A little welcome to college basketball moment, but no, I mean, they're amazing guys, amazing teammates, and amazing people. So I mean, it's just happy to see them being able to come out and play, and can't wait for Austin and JP's first buckets.
Yeah, and in their defense, I mean, it's hard to sit there for 2 hours and come into a game when guys are already used to playing at that pace and have been in the game for a while. So those are tough circumstances. But that group's played really well in practice this year, and they've really helped us.
And then you guys, like, offensively, it seems like always decisive, not using a lot of dribbles and making plays fast. Can you just talk about the importance of maybe not using dribbles and playing fast?
Yeah, I mean, I don't really need to dribble a lot, honestly, in this offense. Like, I'm just trying to play my role and, shoot it when I'm open, find the open guy, find the cutter. When I start dribbling too much, that's when we might have some issues. So I just like to keep it simple, and play my role.
Like the way the kids responded and they didn't let down. I mean, you get up 25, 30 points, it's easy to just kind of go through the motions. And it didn't matter who you had on the floor, they were still playing hard. You don't even have to remind them to do that, it seems like. Or do you?
Well, I do.
Anyway?
I do. These guys have heard more than a few times in their 4 years, right? In 3 years.
Oh,
But,
yeah.
I think that we're all human, and we all have this sense that when you get that little bit of separation, it's easy to take a deep breath. But I just felt like tonight it was a big point of emphasis with these guys that, like, we just really had to make a statement that we were going to come to compete for the whole thing and not take anything for granted. And, it's one of the things we talked about after the game last night was confidence can work with you and it can work against you. If you start to get overconfident, that leads to, kind of the effort that we saw in the first half last night, just kind of expecting it in a negative way. But when this group plays that hard, their confidence is they do expect to win, and then it works for us. And so it's great to see us just put that 40-minute effort together tonight.
Did you guys just try not to look at the scoreboard when it, gets out of hand, or you just want to see, okay, how high can we get this?
Yeah, I mean, we kind of talked about it and shoot around. Like, we wanted to have a game where it was 100 to 60 because we want to put together. I mean, obviously, on our offense, we want to score, and we want to hit the century mark. Unfortunately, we didn't get to tonight, and we want to hold people under 60. We know how good of a defensive team we can be, and this is really the first game where we've shown, I think, where we've put 40 minutes together on both ends, and we've really shown it. So, I mean, at halftime, we were just saying, like, step on their throats. I mean, we're up 20. First 4 minutes are kind of going to decide how the half goes. So we didn't want to let up, and yeah.
Yeah, I think we also did a better job this game of, like, that first 4 minutes out of halftime, it was not perfect for us, but we kept our same intensity on the defensive end, which I think was huge. Because I know we started out, we had a couple turnovers, and, like, it wasn't perfect, but it doesn't need to be perfect. It just has to be really good on defense, and that'll be all we need to do so we can succeed.
Thanks for watching, guys.
Thank you. Appreciate it.